Hey y'all, welcome to North Carolina, also known as the Tar Heel State. If you take a hike through one of the many beautiful forests, you will probably find a flowering dogwood and a longleaf pine close by with the robin in one of its branches. Or if you're a person who doesn't like the woods, you can lay back in the sand of one of North Carolina's beaches. Maybe you're a person who doesn't like woods or sandy beaches. Well, we have great cities to go shopping and eat at great restaurants. There are so many things to go and see, so let's go. Here's our first stop. The Biltmore Estate is a large 8,000-acre private estate and tourist attraction in Asheville, North Carolina. Builders completed the 250-room home in 1895. George Washington Vanderbilt II, between 1889 and 1895, built it, and it is the largest privately owned estate in the United States of America. The estate includes an indoor pool, an indoor bowling alley, 65 fireplaces, and some of the largest gargoyle statues. The estate has been used in a number of major motion pictures, including Richie Rich, Forrest Gump, and Forrest Gump. You can see why this is an amazing place to visit. Next stop, Underground Railroad sites. When you hear someone say Underground Railroad, you probably think of a railroad underground. Well, you're wrong. It is actually a network of plane escape routes with secret stations and coded messages along the way that assist Black Americans or slaves in the South to escape slavery and get to the North to Canada where freedom is. At the time, slave catchers are trying to catch slaves who've run away because it is usually a cash prize for catching a slave and bringing them back to their plantation or their master. A plantation is a place where slaves live all together in tiny houses. They are so small that they're not even really a house. Can you see why if you were a slave you would run away? Fun fact. Slaves would sometimes hide under fish and fishing boats to hide. That's fishy, just like our next stop, North Carolina Aquariums. The North Carolina Aquarium on Roanoke Island is 68,000 square feet. It covers all kinds of sea life from endangered sea turtles to common horseshoe crabs and stingrays. The aquarium features exhibit galleries, and each focuses on a certain aspect of the Outer Banks or local marine culture. As guests travel through the galleries, they will dive into a new feature of the coastal world, from that live hundreds of miles offshore to the critters of the mainland. Plus, if you're daring enough, you can rent scuba gear and swim with sharks. Wow, that's cool. Well, here we are, Surf City, the wonderful beach to sit back and relax in the sun. The weather here is 72 degrees Fahrenheit and the elevation is 21 feet, and the area is 5.3 miles. And if you're hoping to stay here, the area code is 910. And make sure to bring a bathing suit and towel and some sunscreen because you don't want to miss out on swimming in the bright blue waters or laying back in the hot sand. Welcome to our next stop, Drift Falls. It is one of the many waterfalls on the Horseshoe River. It is 50 feet tall and located on the western part of North Carolina. While we're by the river, you should check out Rainbow Falls. It is 150 feet tall. It is also located on the Horseshoe River. You can even go right on top of it. These waterfalls are a great sight to see. Whether you like to hike or swim, you will love them. Welcome to Mount Mitchell, the highest peak in mainland eastern North Carolina. Mount Mitchell's elevation is 6,684 feet, 2,037 meters above sea level. If you come again, make sure to wear good walking and traction shoes because it is 10.7 miles there and back. Oh, don't worry, that was just one of the 1,600 animals at North Carolina Zoo. Be sure to wear comfortable shoes because there is 5 miles of shaded pathways for you to look at animals from Africa like elephants, rhinos, ostriches, lions, chimps, zebras, and giraffes. And animals from North America like cougars, alligators, bobcats, red wolves, bison, elk, roadrunners, grizzly, and black bears. And make sure to stop at the gift shop for some amazing souvenirs. Well, off to our next stop, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Classes in session at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. This university first opened its doors to students on February 12, 1795. It is the oldest building originally constructed for a public university in the United States. And did you know Michael Jordan went to school here and played basketball? Well, off to our last stop, North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. Welcome to the Museum of Natural Sciences. Here you can see real skeletons of Tyrannosaurus rexes and even a whale. There are so many other things to go and see here, like the butterfly room. There will be butterflies flying all around you as you go through. There are also living animals here, like frogs, turtles, fish, and snakes. But don't worry, they're in tanks. I hope you come and visit again, because what I listed is just a fraction of the things you can go and see and learn in this museum. Well, this comes to the end of this trip. I hope you come and visit again, and make sure to check out some other places in North Carolina, like sandy beaches, hiking trails, big cities, amusement and water parks, and so much more. Thanks for coming on this fantastic trip with me. Adios!